Ladies and gentlemen, this match, a special 30-minute TV time limit, 30 minutes, is for the Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. From Singapore, the challenger at 245 pounds, here is Kevin the Mystic Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, from Marietta, Georgia, from one of wrestling's most famous families, the current Continental Heavyweight Champion at 230 pounds, here's Brad Armstrong. Brad Armstrong. One fall with a 30-minute time limit.
All right, Continental Championship on the line. Remember, later on, hopefully, if we have time, we're going to be seeing the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. But look at Brad Armstrong, Continental Champion, and he's really pounding away at Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan, however, gets him an... Brad Armstrong ducks away. The back of the hand, and Brad Armstrong, a beautiful standing drop kick. As Kevin Sullivan, formerly of Boston, now of Singapore, outside the ring. And Brad Armstrong wasting no time. Armstrong giving away about 20 pounds. Sullivan rips across the eyes. Sullivan catches him again. Good block by Sullivan, but Armstrong connects with two right hands. A third right hand. Irish whip into the far turnbuckle. A walk out into a hip lock takedown by Brad Armstrong. Special hello to Janice and Nicole. Keeping him on the canvas. Catches him with a side headlock once again. Remember, the Continental title on the line. Sullivan outside the ring, and he's trying to slip away from Brad Armstrong. Now they're both outside the ring. Referee Roy George tolling the count. Brad Armstrong jammed into that steel ring post. Jammed into it once again. Kevin Sullivan carrying the battle outside the ring. And that one did a 360. Brad Armstrong fires back. Brad Armstrong catches him once again. Hard right hand. Sullivan back into the ring. Brad Armstrong moving in right after him. Ooh. Brad Armstrong caught by Sullivan. Brad Armstrong dropped to the canvas. Armstrong in the red trunks, and he's got problems. Sullivan, 245 pounds, built along the lines of a Sherman tank. High vertical suplex by Sullivan. Brad Armstrong powers out. It's Sullivan missing. Brad Armstrong catches him, cross-body block. Sullivan got those shoulders off before the count. To an outside cradle by Brad Armstrong. Sullivan catches him. Armstrong hurdled from the ring once again. Sullivan back in control, if you will. On. Roy George tolling the count. Sullivan moving outside the ring, moves against Brad Armstrong. And the Irish whips him into the steel guardrail outside the ring, the outer perimeter. Catches him once again. Brad Armstrong in trouble as the lumbar section of his back caught it. Again, Sullivan pressing that advantage. Brad Armstrong in a lot of trouble. Good move by Armstrong up and over his man. No, sir. Sullivan slipped away from it and now turns the tables on Brad Armstrong. Now Sullivan punishing Armstrong. Has him in the standing crossbow. So Sullivan has everything going his way at this point in time. Armstrong in trouble now as he tries to break free. The crowd picking up the chant now as the thousands jam the Boutwell Auditorium, chanting, "Go, Brad, go." And they are solidly with young Brad Armstrong. Sullivan maintaining his dominance at this point in time. Roy George checking with Armstrong. Armstrong is not a quitter. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, and that's exactly what Armstrong is all about. The minute the going gets tough, brother, he starts to move. And that's exactly what he's doing at this point in time. Look at the way he's moving Sullivan. Sullivan has a leverage advantage here. But that isn't the advantage he took. Sullivan jamming one of those powerful shoulders into the midsection of Brad Armstrong. Remember now, the Continental title on the line. One fall with a 30-minute television time limit. Armstrong fires back. Sullivan fires in retaliation. Now Sullivan uncorks a hard right hand, and that has Armstrong down. No, sir. Foot on the ropes. Sullivan punishing Armstrong. Armstrong retaliating. Armstrong turning the tables here. And it's Armstrong ducking away. Armstrong. Well, they both collided there. You could hear the crack of those skulls as they collided in midair. Armstrong back on his feet. He closes in a hard right hand on Kevin Sullivan. Armstrong now catches him with a beautiful standing drop kick. Armstrong closes in. Lateral press. And Armstrong, that adrenaline is really beginning to flow now. He is fired up. Tried to set him for a backdrop. Sullivan caught him. Pile driver. He caught him with that pile driver. We have a new Continental champion. Caught him with a karate chop to the back of the head. Then with the pile driver, it is all over. We've got a new Continental champion in Kevin Sullivan. For the official word, here's our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a time of 10 minutes and 5 seconds, your winner and new Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, the Mystic, Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan, the winner.